I get asked all the time, how do I make so many high converting ads? And honestly, the answer is a lot simpler than you may think. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I make my ads, as well as design everything from start to finish. So I'm going to show you the entire workflow from sourcing your image, your inspiration, to actually creating the workflow, to the custom GPT that I use, and how to make multiple variations of a single ad. So one of my favorite tools to use for creating ads is Freepik. So let's jump right in. I'm going to show you exactly how I've been able to create my ads inside of Freepik Spaces. So if you're new to Freepik, let me actually give you a quick tutorial. Inside Freepik, you're able to connect nodes. So for example, we can have a text node, an image generation node, a video generator node, an assistant node, which is basically using an LLM inside of Freepik. You can have an image upscaler, you can create lists, you can add your own image, add assets, stock images, a bunch of different stuff. Normally how you start is you either drop an image in or you create a image using the image generation. There's two ways to do this. You can put the prompt directly here, or you can connect a text node and type in your prompt here, or you can use an assistant, which is the LLM, and you basically describe what you want, and then the LLM will give you a prompt. Give me a girl on the beach. You can choose between the LLMs you want to use. You have Gemini, you have ChatGPT, you have Claude. So basically you pick the one that you want, you click generate, and then you can say this node only, run from here, or all workflows. For this example, I'm gonna click this node only. I can actually delete this because I don't need it. So now it gave me a prompt. Now I'll head back over to image generator and I can change between the model that I want to use. So it has Flux, it has Google Image Gen, it has Nano Banana, it has ChatGPT, it has all the image models. The one that I normally use is Nano Banana 2 or Nano Banana Pro. And then you can pick the aspect ratio that you want. So 9:16, I recommend selecting 2K, and then you press run. So another thing you could do, say you had an image already, a reference image. All I have to do is go to right click assets, go and select an image. Let's say I wanted this image. I just click add, and now I can connect this image to the image node. And then next time I press run, it will use this as a reference image and use this prompt and then combine the two together. While that's loading, let me show you what else it could do. Once the image is finished, you click the image icon right here, and then you drag it over, and now you can say basically what you want to do next. So you're gonna connect this image to the next output. So you can use this image as the reference of the next image you want to generate, or you can use the image as the reference for a video generation tool. So from there, you can turn it into any video that you want using any of the models. So let's say I wanted to use video 3.1, aspect ratio 9:16. The duration is 8 seconds. I add a new text prompt, and then I just tell it what I want it to do. Make the girl dance. And then it will go and make that girl dance. One thing to note is if you hover over the play button, it tells you how much credits it will take. We'll go over plans later on in this video, but this right now will take 1,600 credits. And here's the image that I've produced. All right, so now that you understand the basics for Freepik, let me actually take you through this workflow on how to create high converting UGC ads in both image and video format. So first thing I like to do when I'm creating ads is I like to go to Pinterest and look for some reference images. So in this case, I was doing a athletic kind of ad, and basically say I found this image, I basically download this image, I bring it over to Freepik. I found all these images right here. on Pinterest, I dropped them all in because I wanted to make different variations of that ad and of the female actually modeling the clothes. So I dropped in 6 different reference images. From there, I did variations because I wanted multiple variations of this one girl. So basically how you do that is you drag the image down and then you scroll down and you should see variations. Click variations and then you can tell it which variations you want. So back view, close-up view, extended long shot, extreme close-up, high angle. So I selected all the ones that I wanted, and then it went and generated me all the different variations of that specific image. So again, this is the image of this girl. Give me a bunch of different variations of her. Now from there, I went and created a list. So a list is basically somewhere that holds all the images. So I created a list and it brought in all the images in the list. This way I can preview all those images one by one. And then if I needed, I can pop out that specific image. All right, so as you can see, I took that girl and I generated this text prompt, connected this text prompt to that image. And I said, I want a close up of her face. She is slightly sweaty as if she had a hard workout. Keep the outfit the same. So I used Nana Banana for this, Nana Banana 2. And this is what it gave me. From there, I did another prompt. So I dragged it down. This time I put the prompt directly into the image generator node. And if you're wondering why my prompt looked like this, it's because I have a custom GPT that when I drag in an image, so let's say this image, copy, paste, it basically describes the image for me in full details. So this way I can use this prompt and modify this prompt however I want. So for example, instead of saying a woman, I could say a athletic man, and then it will literally swap the woman for a man. So this just gives me full creativity and flexibility to change and modify scene how I choose to. I'll drop this GPT in my Skool community as well as below this video. So check it out if you want to use it. All right, so from there, I basically created another image of this girl, right? Another image, I prompted another image. Basically inside my custom GPT, I told it that I wanted an image of the woman facing forward. So I just said, make her facing forward. And then it gives me a prompt of her facing forward in the exact same outfit and the exact same scene and the exact same shot. She's just facing forward this time. So now I did that and I said, hey, give me a mid shot and add these text on the image to create this ad. And then it added the text. And then I did the same exact thing down here using the same model. So that's how I was able to create my image ads for this one. And now I moved on to another model. So I took this model down here on the bottom left, and then I brought her in over here and I connected it to an assistant. And inside the assistant, again, use ChatGPT Mini. And I just said, I need 3 images of this girl modeling her shorts. Same exact girl, same outfit, same location. No weights in her hand, different position. So then it gave me 3 prompts to use. So I exported as a list, not as text, I exported as a list. So it gave me a list of 3 prompts. And then from there, it generated me an image of this girl in multiple, so it generated me this girl in multiple different angles and multiple different styles. All right, now from there, I then added text to it. So I took this text box, a text node, and then connected it to another image node and prompted it using my CustomGPT, saying add these texts onto this image. And then I did the same thing to another image of her. So now I have multiple different variations of the same model from different angles with different text or the same text on all the images. And as you can see, it generated me tons and tons of different angles of the same girl wearing different outfits. So I can use this in many different ad formats, as well as different ads in general. So I could put different text on any of them. I can rotate the text using different lists. And this is how you're able to produce so many ads at scale. Now, one other thing that I did was with this girl, she was, I found this reference image of her like this. And then said I wanted her in Central Park running. It gave me an image of her running Central Park. Then I turned that into a video using Kling 2.6. Again, it's just dragging and dropping and clicking a video node. So video node, and then choosing the model you want. And it's that simple. And then from there, I created her moving, actually stretching. Say she was modeling the shoes or modeling the top. I have her moving and stretching. And this is the image itself. So I took the image and animated the image. And then one more thing I want to show you guys is how I was able to take the image of this legging right here to the image of the legging and added text to it. And then I animated it. So this would be one video ad. And then I changed the color of it using Kling 01. Kling 01 is like an editing model. So you can edit anything in a video. This is how you're able to test different colors, test different models, different walks, different turns, different locations. You just have to understand the models and understand what is the strength of each model. And that's how you can create super high converting ads inside of Freepik spaces. And one other thing I want to show you guys is how you can actually put any outfit on any model. So in this space, I basically took an image of myself and then I connected it to 4 images of an outfit. So this would be my hat, this would be my shoes, this would be my shirt, my pants, and then bam, it gave me the hat, the shirt, the pants, the shoes. Now you can imagine what you can do with this. You can literally take any model, put them in any outfit, and throw any text on that image, turn any of the images into videos, and be able to produce a lot of ads. And as you can see, I was able to put myself in a bunch of different locations. So I put myself on a Lamborghini. I put myself sitting on the stairs. I put myself literally just on the street sitting on the block. And this is a very similar situation. Is I took a text prompt, brought it over to Assistant, which then converted that text into a prompt, which then I connected to an image node, which then generated me this image. Now there's so much more you can do with Freepik. For example, you can change angles. So this was the angle originally, and then down here, I changed the angle. So you can see that you can move the camera up and down. And basically the way you do this is you can take any image. I also did it over here. So you can move the camera left and right, up and down. You take any image and then you connect it to a node, and then you just click change camera angle, and then you're able to change the angle. So again, it's so powerful for creating ads. You could do multiple different angles, put the model in many different locations. So literally you no longer need like a cameraman or any of that to actually get high quality images exactly how you want. Then once you get that image right, you then turn it into any sort of ad you want. And that was a quick walkthrough of Freepik spaces. There's so much more you can do. You just have to be able to understand the strengths of all the models. Once you understand the strengths of all the models, you can literally build advertisements build specs, build high quality images, build commercials. So what I actually recommend is that you guys go and check out Freepik Spaces, play around with it, get good at it, and then you'll be able to literally create as many ads as you want using any model in any location. It's crazy. Now, this is only scratching the surface of creating paid ads with volume. Because Freepik has this list function, you can literally pump out 9, 10, 20 images at a time using many different hooks, angles, and locations. And this is just one example of fashion. You can do this for any sort of product. So you can do this for makeups, for handbags, for literally any sort of products. And now you have ammunition to use inside of your paid ads, because now brands have to start testing 20 to 100 pieces of ad every single week to actually find and optimize the best performing ad for their campaign. And this is exactly how you do it, especially in Freepik. You have unlimited image generations. You really only charge for video generation. So let me actually walk you through the prices. So here are the prices. I'm using the Premium Plus, which is 36 euros, which is around $42-ish. You have unlimited Nano Banana 2 generation, Nano Banana Pro, Sea Dream 4.5, Kling 2.5. And honestly, you can do so much with just these models alone. If you do the annual plan, you're only paying 27 euros a month, which is around $33, $34. Now, if you want to give Freepik a try, I'm going to have a link on this video where you can test it out, as well as have access to my spaces. And if you want to join my Skool community, where I actually break down in full details how to set up AI automation and automate all of this, as well as show you how to create the sickest ads in not only Freepik, but Higgsfield, as well as ArcAds. Again, there's going to be a link on this video where you can join my Skool community. Now, if you found value from this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.